The crazy Alberto knot. One heck of a name for one heck of a knot. This is an absolutely amazing knot that everyone needs to learn how to tie. So with that, what's up guys? This is Unreal Outdoors and this is episode 4 on our knot tying series. And as mentioned earlier, today we're going over the crazy Alberto knot. So let's get to tying. So if you guys didn't know before, the crazy Alberto knot is a knot that attaches your fluorocarbon or your monofilament leader to your braid backer. It's a line connector. So of course we got some braid here. I'm gonna get a little bit off and snip it off. Okay, so there we are. I have my fluorocarbon right here, boom, and I got my braid right here, bright and yellow so y'all can see it easily. Well, a lot of people use braid backers when they're fishing into heavier cover or when they just want to be able to get more sensitivity on their line, and this knot is what connects that fluorocarbon or that monofilament to your braid so that way it has a strong hold and it will not break. So here's how we're going to start off, guys. You're going to take your fluorocarbon and you're going to just fold it over. You're going to make a little loop up there at the top, and I'm going to give about 6 inches of tagline for later, and there is my teeny little loop. And there is my teeny little loop. Then you're going to take your braid, then you're going to stick your braid up through that little loop. You're going to pull about 6 or 7 inches out. Just want to give a little bit of slack for what we're about to do here later. Then I'm going to fold my braid back like that, and I'm going to then pinch right there where those two lines are now connecting. I'm going to pinch that and hold it. I'm then going to take the tagline section of my braid and I'm going to put it over here. I'm then going to take this part of my line, the fluorocarbon, and pinch it between my ring finger and my pinky finger like that. Then I'm going to take my braided line and I'm going to wrap it around 6 to 5 times around my fluorocarbon. So that's 3, there's 4, there's 5. Okay, I'm going to do 5. And then I'm going to, where those ones meet, I'm then going to pinch that one. So we're going to let go of this real quick, transfer hands, pinch where those two lines meet. So now you have something that looks a little bit like this. Then I'm going to wrap back, but this time I'm going to go into the divots of where my previous wraps were. So when there's those indents, when there's those little bends, that's where I'm putting this line back. I'm basically doing the exact opposite, and it'll kind of look like a little bit of a basket weaving sort of thing when I'm done. So we're just gonna once again go back about 5 twisty turnies or 5 wraps, going in those divots, and that completes it. Then I have to go the same way that I went the first time. So see that right there? That shows that my line is going up through my loop. See that? I put it up through my loop. So I have to make sure that this tagline goes back the same way it came. So I have to, in this case, poke it up through the bottom to make it go the same way that I put it on in the first place. Then I'm going to hold both my tagline and my braid, and I'm going to hold both of them, and I'm going to pull on my braid's tagline as much as possible to cinch that down right there. Then when I get to this part, I'll pull both of them as hard as I can. As you guys can see, that's not breaking at all. You can see that little teeny knot formed right there in the connection of these two lines. And that is it, guys. It's really that easy. It's a super quick braid to line knot that everyone can learn. Very easy. Let's go back and review over the main steps though real quick. So remember, I started out with just that loop, that little loop in my fluorocarbon, which I then put my braided line through. From there, you twist down 5 times, pinch it, and then you twist back 5 times the other way, putting in those little divots. So if I have a loop like this, I'm gonna put my line when I'm twisting back in where this arc is. So right here is where my line going back is gonna be. You wanna basically twist back over the indents or the little bottoms of the curves that were formed in the last twist forward. You twist your braid line down your fluorocarbon about 5 to 6 times and then twist it back. You get to that last little part where it got a little bit tricky. You want to look at the way that your braid line first came up through that first loop of fluorocarbon, and you want to make sure that you put your now tagline of your braid line through the same way. Then from there, pinch on both sections of your fluorocarbon and pull tight on your braided tag line. You can wet it if you want to stop it from burning, and then once you pull it down a little bit tighter, you can start pulling on both of your braided lines and both of your fluorocarbon lines to cinch it down to its full capacity. And in the end, you'll get an awesome little knot that looks a little something like that. Guys, I know it can get kind of confusing with all those twists and turns, but you just gotta remember the pattern. You twist down the fluorocarbon with the braid 5 times, and then you twist back in the indents of your first twist down back to where your loops are pinched at. Then you simply stick it back through the loop the same way that you stuck it through the first time, and you tighten. That's it. Don't let those twists get to you, guys. It's really not that hard of a knot. And as we all know, with practice comes permanent. It took me about 1 month of constantly tying this knot to get it down fully and to get it down well. And I know that you guys will eventually be able to tie even better than I can. Real quick though, before we end, I'm gonna tell you why I love this knot so much to connect my braid to my leader, and that's how low profile it is. You have some of those knots out there that are really just big and bulky, and when I'm casting, especially on my bait casters, that just rips up my thumb because that big knot gets caught on my thumb and it kind of just messes with my cast. It doesn't go through my eyelids as smoothly, and it really just makes for a big clunky mess. The crazy Alberto knot does not do that. It makes it super low profile, makes it go through those glides super easily, and most of all, it does not ruin your thumbs. Low profile, super strong, it's a win-win package. If you guys also want to look awesome when you're out fishing and using this knot, and you want to get the best apparel in the game, you can get shirts like this, you can get hats like this. Go check out Follow the Action Outdoor Lines. They are my favorite outdoor apparel company. This is their Hog Hunters hat, and this is their Trophy Buck shirt. You can actually get everything on their website, 20% off if you use the code UNREAL. I'll put their website, their link down in the description with that code and how to spell it. Guys, these shirts are awesome. These hats are awesome. I love them. Go check them out. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. Hopefully, you guys can learn how to tie this knot, get super good at it, and go catch some monos on it. So without further ado, happy fishing, y'all.